Hey internet, Caligula here, and welcome to another video! If I sound overly excited, it's because I am, because today I am reviewing the Sims 4 Zombie mod. This mod is brand spanking new, it just came out on Sunday, and it looks fabulous. This modder is the same modder who gave us amazing mods like the Fairies mod, the Mermaids mod, and several other really cool mods. So you and I are actually going to be looking at this mod together for the very first time. I have not seen any gameplay of this mod. I have not read the description for this mod. I have seen the trailer that's on Nyx's YouTube page, but that's it. So I thought that we would start with the description of this mod, read about everything that it's got going on in it, and then jump into gameplay and see everything in action. So we're here on Mod The Sims, which is where you can download this mod. It's also got install instructions, so if you have never put a mod into your game, everything that you need to know should be on this page, although you should always remember to download mods and custom content at your own risk. So here we've got the Zombie mod 1.0, the very first version, and in this mod, apparently we can eat brains, attack Sims, be cursed, and disrespect the dead. Whatever that means. How to become a zombie. To receive the zombie curse, you'll have to interact with any Sim's grave, which will have a new interaction that is disrespect the dead. Oh! Once you click on that, your Sim will begin to mock the Reaper's job in front of the grave. If the Reaper is on the current lot, they'll be upset about it and will have the +5 angry someone mocked me buff. After they're done, they'll receive a +4 tense buff called disrespected the dead. At this point, your fate is inevitable unless you beg the Reaper. The outcome is dual. You'll have a 50-50 chance to be saved. However, even if he spares you from the curse, if you receive it again, you won't be spared another time. After the buff reaches its ending, your Sim will become a stinky brain-eating zombie. So apparently, in order to become a zombie, we need to kill another Sim first so we can get the Grim Reaper on the lot so we can mock that Sim's grave while the Grim Reaper is still on the lot. That's going to be kind of hard to catch the Reaper because the Grim Reaper doesn't always stay on the lot for very long after a Sim has died. I guess we could kill more than one Sim and just start mocking the graves that are already there before the Reaper reaps another Sim. I don't know, the timing of that could be a little tricky, but we'll figure it out somehow. So what features does a zombie have? First of all, when a Sim becomes a zombie, they won't feel any emotion, although they will be shown on their face. Instead, they'll have Zombified, a +1000 asleep buff. Also, they cannot die, so the only way to get rid of a zombie is by deleting the Sim / removing the zombie trait and the Zombified buff with cheats. I guess you don't want to make any of your Sims zombies unless you want them to be zombies forever, because there's no going back. So as for the needs, the fun and social needs are completely gone. Because it's always fun to be a zombie, and as a zombie, you never get lonely. The hunger need will be replaced with the brains need, which can be replenished by, you guessed it, eating brains. When this need is too low, the zombie will run instead of walking, and your energy will drop slightly faster. The buffs involving the brains need when it's too low are brains, which is +2 angry, and brains, which is +50 angry. The hygiene need will drop much faster. They'll be stinky after a little while. Oh, it'll drop much faster. That's interesting. I guess like zombies are just rotting corpses, so they're probably pretty stinky. Zombies won't care to take a shower or anything like that. That would actually be hilarious to see a zombie take a shower. To feed a zombie, you'll have to get your zombie brains. To have them, you'll have to attack a human Sim. And you can do that by selecting the brains interaction. You don't have to meet the Sim you want to attack to perform it on them. Okay, so good. You don't have to introduce yourself to the Sim, presumably only to attack them and eat their brains afterwards. Note that it won't be possible to attack children, toddlers, babies, ghosts, vampires, nor the Grim Reaper. That's a little disappointing. Once you do that, the zombie will go near the Sim and bite them. Everything will be covered in a black cloud. When they're finished, the targeted Sim will become a zombie, and there will be a fresh and delicious brain in your zombie's inventory. Also, zombies won't be able to learn anything. So how do the Sims react when they see a zombie? There will be two different reactions. Sim will receive the help a zombie +8 tense buff. They will then try to stay away from it and they'll freak out. Insane, mean, and evil Sims will laugh at the zombie. Some might get near it. They are the easiest prey, to be perfectly honest. So here's some bugs that we ought to be aware of before we jump into gameplay. This is the very first version, so I'd be surprised if it had no bugs at all. So we need to be aware that the brains attack interaction could be done distantly. Sims may get near instead of running away. Well, yeah, they're Sims. Sometimes Sims don't do the smartest things. Oh, and zombies may spawn as townies. So installing this in your game might trigger a straight up zombie apocalypse. That's cool. Things that the modder is planning to add: the possibility to kill zombies. Yeah, that would be cool. That would be really cool. Autonomous brains interaction and a decomposition system for zombies. That would be really cool too. Ooh, I really want to see those things added to this mod. Oh, it looks like a few other modders helped with the creation of this mod, including Ice Munmun, who created the edible brain. Ice Munmun, I believe, is the modder who created the cotton candy mod. Oh, Sacrificial. Sacrificial was the one who created the Road to Fame mod, and Basemental, who helped with animations. I think Basemental was the one who created the drug mod, actually, and Pixis for her zombie skin and eyes. I'm actually not familiar with Pixis, but I'm definitely going to check out this modder. And I will, of course, leave links to each of these modders' Mod the Sim pages and Patreons in the description below. So now that we have read through this description, let's go ahead and jump into gameplay. Alrighty, so here we are in live mode, watching Sims of the Dead with none other than Tyra Banks and Miss J. Alexander. Mr. J is actually in the kitchen cooking up some breakfast, which will hopefully cause him to burn himself alive. I found these Sims on the gallery. They were created by user Mo Blunts, so thanks Mo Blunts for making my favorite America's Next Top Model judges. I think what we're gonna do is have Mr. J die so the Grim Reaper can get on the lot. So then once Mr. J is dead, Tyra and Miss J can disrespect the dead once he's transformed into an urn. Mr. J, where are your shoes? Oh no, that didn't work. Well, we're just gonna have to do a little cheaty cheat. I think that I'm gonna have Tyra disrespect the dead while Grim is in the house, because I want to see if Grim actually needs to be there in order to instigate the zombie transformation. So I think that I'll have Tyra disrespect the dead first, and then see if we still get the disrespect the dead option on Mr. J's urn after Grim has left, and if it'll still instigate the transformation. There you are, Grim. Okay, so let's make sure that we have Tyra disrespect the dead while the Grim Reaper is still on the lot. So as soon as Mr. J here becomes an urn, that's what we'll do. You two are gonna make great zombies. All right, so Mr. J is now an urn, so let's go ahead and have Tyra, there's the option, disrespect the dead. So she'll do that in Grim's presence. Okay, let's see how Grim reacts to it. Oh, jeez. Ooh, goodness. That's a pretty cool animation. Okay, so we've got this buff now. Disrespected the dead. Oh no, the Grim Reaper is not happy with your behavior. He thinks that you should be punished in order to appreciate the natural cycle of life. Oh, and now he's very angry as well. So it looks like that worked. So the zombification cycle should be started, and it looks like that this buff runs out in 2 days. So I think that we're gonna have to wait 2 days before the transformation happens. So welcome back in. Welcome to the neighborhood. This is not the best time, Eliza. Not the best time. We're having an argument with the Grim Reaper. Miss J is mourning Mr. J. It's just not a good time. Tyra would argue with the Grim Reaper, because Tyra has time for nobody. Oh, so Grim is out of here. Ooh, goodness. There's that animation again. I guess that animation is going to keep happening periodically over the next few days, so I think that Tyra disrespected... Tyra, you are also not wearing shoes. Where are your shoes? Why don't you eat these scrambled eggs and bacon to cheer yourself up, Miss J? And then after... we'll let a little bit more time pass, and then we'll have Miss J disrespect the dead as well. Is she watching another zombie film? She really is. Oh, she's watching something about werewolves. Well, good on you for embracing your new supernatural lifestyle, Tyra, although you look pissed as hell. What is this red bookshelf? All right, Miss J, that's enough eating your feelings, so why don't you go in here and disrespect the dead as well, and we'll see if you can still get this buff while Grim is not in the house. Okay, so it looks like it works. So Grim doesn't actually have to be in the house in order for the instigation of the zombification to happen, which is good. Why don't you two just go sit here together? You could like mourn your waning time as living beings on this earth together. So as I said before, it's gonna be 2 days before these buffs run out, and I think that that's when the zombie transformation is gonna happen. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop recording for now and jump ahead to those 2 days. I will start recording again if anything interesting happens in between now and then. Alrighty, so it is the next day. I promise it's the next day, even though it looks like Miss J and Tyra have not moved at all. They're currently having an abhorrent conversation because they're both so tense and things are just getting worse. And it looks like Tyra has got 2 hours before she transforms into a zombie. So it actually hasn't been a full 2 days, as in 48 hours since they disrespected the dead. It's been more like a day and a half, actually. I forget exactly what time we murdered Mr. J, but it hasn't been a full 2 days, which I like because 2 full days seems like a really long time to wait for something to happen. She hates it. But nothing new has happened. It's just been this animation that keeps repeating itself every hour or so in each one of them. All right, Tyra, it's your last 20 minutes as a human. Your last 20 minutes, Tyra. What are you gonna do with it? You're gonna watch a firefighter rescue a child? Well, that's a noble thing. You won't care about that any longer. Ooh. Okay, so she didn't pop up out of the ground, and I wonder, oh God. Well, Miss J, you better get over it because you're gonna be a zombie too. That's funny that happened instantly. I really appreciate that. And I love the zombie eyes and skin. It's actually really beautiful. I really love it. But yeah, since she didn't pop out of the ground, let's make sure that Miss J is outside when the transformation takes place. 3, 2, 1. Transform! Miss J? Miss J? Okay. So the popping out of the ground animation didn't happen, and I'm not really sure how to make that happen. I'm kind of at a loss for ideas. Maybe I forgot something or I missed something that was in the description. So if you know that I missed something, please let me know in the comments below, because I really want to see that happen, because that's such a cool animation and I hate to miss out on it. Oh goodness. Miss J, you okay? All right, so now that we've got the beginnings of our zombie horde, why don't we have them form a group and then go out and wreak havoc on the neighbors. Oh, are we neighbors with the pancakes? I think we are. So why don't we go here together? Actually, let's go into the city where there are more people. Okay, so here we are at Planet Honey Pop, and immediately everyone has started freaking out about our little zombies here. Goodbye. I'm sorry to have scared you, Brent and Supriya and Akira. But yeah, let's eat some brains. Tyra, where are you going? Tyra. Tyra, you are not supposed to be upset because you're stinky. You're a zombie now. Oh, she's actually quite hungry for some brains, so let's go ahead and... Oh, we've got a custom content disaster. Oh, and this sim is laughing because we're zombies. So this sim must be a hot-headed sim. So let's go have Miss J eat those brains. Oh, so it looks like Akira is now a zombie as well. Fantastic. Oh, goodbye, Akira. Oh, here we go. Our custom content disaster. I can't tell if our custom content disaster has been zombified or not. Maybe, maybe not. But we should have some brains in our inventory now. Yes, we do. So it has a quality normal. I wonder who has an excellent brain. Sims brains provide much energy for a zombie and they calm them down for a bit. So go ahead and eat that brain. Ooh, yes, yes. Oh, Tyra. Tyra, you're so extra even when you're a fucking zombie. So let's go terrorize the town a bit more. Why don't we get Why don't we go over here and see how Eliza and Bob are doing? As soon as we walked outside, everyone started running for their lives. I really love how the Sims run away. I really like that. I think it's a really nice touch. Oh, goodbye, Eliza. Welcome to the undead. Oh yeah, they are flies. Yeah, I think that's a really nice touch. I'm really looking forward to the decomposition part. Yeah, these are some stinky zombies. And what are you wearing? So it looks like the need for brains decays pretty quickly. I kind of want to let Tyra's brain need decay as much as possible to see what's gonna happen. To see if she'll try to eat brains by herself. Oh, it is going down pretty rapidly. Yeah, girl, you're late to the party, we know. Ooh, I think that she's pregnant, so let's see if we could bite her and make zombie babies. Will that happen? All right, Miss J, eat her up. Eat her up. I think she's actually pregnant with triplets. They're freaking out in a circle. Oh no, this is sad. They just keep running to the other side of the room. This really brings up like bad middle school memories. Fuck you, popular girls. I just wanted to play basketball with you. I'm not sure who you're eating there. Did you get a brain out of it? Well, you did. Okay. So go ahead and eat that Sim's brain. Is Jesminder a zombie? Okay, she is, so it looks like that worked anyway. I wonder if your babies are gonna be zombies. So let's put her into labor and see if this makes zombie babies. So it looks like she is currently in labor according to MC Command Center, so that did work, but I don't know if she could actually have babies while she's pregnant. Oh, I guess we'll never know. She disappeared. Tyra, how are you doing? You're hungry, Tyra. Tyra, you gotta eat. I guess they can't die. I don't know if she'll do it on her own. But she does have this brains buff. Oh, she looks very angry. So it doesn't look like she's gonna do it on her own. So you will have to make sure that your zombie's brains needs are met. If we click on it, does anything happen? No, so it looks like you're gonna actually have to actively seek out a sim. And then click on the brains option in order for any of that to happen. Do we have any other interactions with, okay, so the brains option is still there even though this woman is a zombie too. Let's see what happens. Oh, I think that's the eating of the brains. Did we get a brain out of it? We did! We already ate her brain, but it looks like it worked anyway. Now we can't eat her brains. So maybe we can't eat the brains of Sims that we've already eaten? Where did everybody go? Everybody ran away. Oh no, they're all over here. Okay, so I think that we've explored pretty much everything that this mod has to offer. This mod is really fun. There are a few things that I wish were different about this mod. First of all, I wish that other zombies wouldn't be afraid of other zombies. Secondly, I wish that the zombie transformation process were a little bit shorter. And thirdly, I really want to know how to get that animation of the zombies popping out of the ground, because it didn't work when I had a sim standing on the ground. It didn't work when I had a sim inside. So I'm not really sure how to get that animation. Like I said earlier, if you know how to make that animation happen, please let me know in the comments how I can do it too. My favorite thing about this mod are all the new animations. I know next to nothing about game development, but I'm pretty sure the animations particularly take a hell of a lot of work. And so for this mod to have so many new animations, I just think that that's incredible. And I'd hate to miss out on any of them because they look amazing. The other thing that I wish were different about this mod was something that I didn't actually see when testing it, but that I just read about in the description, and that's that zombies can spawn randomly. And the reason why I wish that were different is because I would love to have zombies in my game, but I don't necessarily want zombies in all of my save files. So hopefully that's a change that we'll see in later versions of this mod. Although now that I think about it, it's not something that's a huge deal, since it seems like Sims, even when they really need those brains, don't actually seek out brains of their own free will. They'll only do it if you specifically tell them to go eat another Sim's brain. So yeah, this mod is super fun. There are a few things that I wish were different about it, but it's also the first version of the mod, and what we have here is amazing already. I'm looking forward to those new versions, and I'm looking forward to being able to use this mod in storytelling. So yeah, those are my thoughts on this mod. Take any criticism that that I say about this mod with a grain of salt because, like I said, I know next to nothing about game development, and I'm so appreciative of the modders who work so hard on this. They were under no obligation to create this mod. It was just a gift that they gave to the community, and I thank them so much for that. So I hope that you found this mod review helpful. This was my first mod review, so if you have any suggestions about how I should do things differently in the future, please let me know in the comments. I would appreciate the constructive criticism. Be sure to check out the description down below, where I'll leave links to the Modders Mod The Sims profiles and their Patreon pages. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you very, very soon. Goodbye!